Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm here for Love and Hip Hop New York season 6, the finale. Thank God, because I really thought they was going to try to drag this shit out. But this episode was dedicated to Remy and Pat Poose's wedding. So Remy, she comes into the venue where her wedding is supposed to take place, and if I'm not mistaken, she was singing her song or whatever. She had her earphones in her ear, and it sounded like she was, I think it was her song or whatever. And they also was playing it like in the background of the actual show. I was like, okay, promotion. I like that. But Remy, she is not pleased with what's going on. She asks about her where's her ice skating rink or whatever. The wedding coordinator, Ayana, I believe that's her name. Um, she's trying to explain to her, she was like, let me take a couple of steps back because it looked like you about to kill me or whatever. Remy, she kept on talking about how she was going to kill her. And she said, Yandy, gave me permission to kill you or whatever. And, the girl was just like, well, yeah, let me take a couple steps back. She just started explaining to her what was going on. We also see that she's having a conversation with her sister, Ray Monique. That's one hell of a name, I tell you. I think Remy Ma's real name is Reminisce. And then you got Ray Monique. What's the other sister name? Because, yeah, what was they mama thinking? But anyways, pretty much they have a conversation about how Ray Monique was coming at Remy when Remy was locked up and everything. Remy didn't appreciate it because Remy was like a mother figure to Ray Monique, but Ray Monique was letting her know, like, I didn't know how to handle, pretty much she didn't know how to handle it. She was 16 at the time when Rem first got locked up, and I guess she just pretty much was acting out and everything. They pretty much hug it out or whatever, and she apologizes to Remy for the hurtful things that she said to her or whatever while she was locked up. So we get a scene with Pap hanging out with his homeboys and everything, including her son, including Remy's son and everything. They drinking or whatever, and I'm looking at him making sure, I'm like, yeah, his ass better not be drinking. He ain't old enough. I mean, I know technically I ain't old enough yet neither. My birthday in 20 more days though. But yeah, I can do that though, cause I'm Tay. But anyways, the wedding coordinator comes up to Pap's room and everything and gives him a tape, and the tape is of Remy dancing and everything, and he kicks, as soon as he see it on the screen, he turns the screen down and kicks all them out and everything, and then he resumed back to looking at it or whatever. And was they playing craps? Doesn't look like they was doing, like they was rolling the dice or whatever. Guess you can't take the hood out of them, huh? Oh, sorry, I got distracted by a text message. So we get Remy and Ra. Ayana, she comes in. She's saying, she lets Remy know that they're having a hard time finding the pastor. I guess that they hired to, marry Rem and Pap and everything. And Rem keeps on talking about how she's going to kill the girl or whatever. I'm like, Rem, calm down. Breathe. It's going to be fine. Don't kill the girl, please. We don't need you to go back to jail. You almost killed somebody the last time, okay? We don't, But anyway, so, Rem sends Ra to talk to Pap about the pastor. And Ra's kind of nervous because she knows how Pap feels about her right about now. So she asks Pap about the pastor and everything. And, he's like, he chill about it. He like, I mean, what's the big deal? Or whatever, She was like, what you mean, what's the big deal? Your wife is going to kill me and you if you don't find this pastor. And so that's when he lets her know, he's getting the pastor who originated their wedding and everything. I mean, not who originally married them while Rem was locked up and everything. And so he wants it to be a surprise to Rem. And then, he starts to explain himself about his position and how he feels about Ra putting Rim in that situation at the Gwyneth Fest or whatever. And you know, Ra, she pretty much apologizes and she says that she's always had Remy's back and she would never intentionally try to put her in a situation and everything. And like I said, I don't feel like Ra was intentionally trying to get Rim caught up in some shit. She just wasn't using her fucking head at the moment. But they hug it out or whatever, so everything is cool. Alright, so we get to the wedding. We see, you know, Fat Joe, of course, he's there. We get Coco and Ice-T. And Keisha Cole is also there. She's actually in the wedding. You guys know her and Rim are friends. The Creep Squad plus Mendeecees, they meet up outside and shit. Cardi, she pops up on them, and I love Cardi's purple hair. I like that on her. She asks them, you know, who y'all getting pregnant today? You know what I'm saying? And you know, they like nobody, you know, whatever. And I'm looking at Peter like, But anyways, Cisco, he trying to sit up here and make his move on Cardi or whatever. Cardi ain't falling for the okie doke. She like, won't you just sit up here trying to talk to Mariah Lynn not too long ago? Like, Cisco better take his bald-headed ass somewhere. That damn Cardi is something else. But yeah, Peter tells them that he's having a vasectomy. They're all shocked about it or whatever. He gonna have the nerve to talk about something. They all can learn something from me. What the hell could they possibly learn from your ass? You the worst out of all of them. Right about now. I was like, no. They could learn something from Mendeecees and Papoose, but yeah, your ass, no. Anyways, so Amina, she walks up or whatever, and they're having a private conversation. She hasn't talked to him since she found out about Tara being pregnant. Peter drops the bombshell on her about getting a vasectomy and everything. You know how Amina is with the dramatics and shit. And you know, she was like, you know, like, how you gonna sit up here and just make that decision, you know, on your own and everything, and I'm supposed to be your wife and this, that, and the third. And you know, he was like, well, you had an abortion. She was like, yeah, I had an abortion because I didn't feel like we needed to have a kid right now, this, that, and third, whatever. And she's with the dramatics, of course, and she was like, you know, I don't want to be with you. I said. And the winner for Best Actress in a Hip Opera goes to Amina Panky. I said, girl, you brought out the dramatics for real tonight, honey, with that shit. But and she tells Peter to leave her alone and everything. Like I said, it was wrong that Peter he didn't tell her or whatever. He just made the decision on his own and everything. But at the same time, I mean, the nigga don't need to have more kids, and I don't know why you would want to have more kids with him. Anyways, moving on. So Remy, you know, we get a scene with her talking to her son and everything. He pretty much encouraged her while she was locked up or whatever. He had some weird afro thing going on with his head. I didn't like his hair. He had like a fade on the side and then like, you know, an afro kind of like mine. And had a rubber band around it and shit. These boys and they damn hairstyles these days. Ugh. Anyways, moving on from that. We finally get to the wedding. Pap, he comes down in this white suit jacket or whatever. With a black fedora hat. I was like, okay, Pap looking all suave and shit. It's something about Pap. He is an attractive man. He really is. And he cleans up good. And we get Remy. She comes down in this beautiful white dress or whatever. And, beautiful veil on her head. And it was she looked really beautiful. You know, they get of course the pastor, he starts or whatever. He's, saying some encouraging words. They say their vows and, they're married. Or married again, I should say. So we get to the reception. They have the first dance. She also dances with her son. And they do, all the other traditional stuff that, you know, people do at wedding receptions, like, you know, throw the flowers or whatever and all that other good stuff. So Mendices, he pulls Yandy to the side for a minute to it. I was like, well, damn. That's kind of, I mean, you couldn't have waited till after the wedding. You just, you know, I mean, after the reception, you just leaving and shit, you know. But, you know, whatever. He pulls her to the side and everything, and pretty much they have a slow dance of their own. And he, you know, was expressing his love for her and everything, yada yada yada. Cool. So we get back to the reception, and Pap, he brings up the baby agreement and everything, and it don't seem like Remy really ready to have a baby right now, considering that, you know, her and Fat Joe, they was just on the Breakfast Club the other day, promoting their joint album or whatever. I can't wait to hear that, but yeah. So I don't know, but you know, she says, you know, a deal is a deal or whatever. And he yells, you know, are you gonna have my baby or something like that? He was saying. He yelled it out so everybody can hear him, and everybody, you know, was clapping and laughing and everything. And then finally we get everybody saying they little bullshit ass shit, inspirational shit that they always say at the end of every season of every Love and Hip Hop Atlanta franchise. Lil B, she was saying, you know, saying her piece or whatever, and you know, she's on the set of her new video. Dejanay and Penny Proud, they taking management into their own hands and they ain't gonna let anybody come in between them. Mariah Lynn, Mariah Lynn's mom had her baby or whatever. Cardi has a makeup line coming out, also along with her cell phone chargers. Rod's still on the whole fashion line tip. Shit, I guess. Peter is, I guess, you know, he's going through with the vasectomy, but I mean, I don't see how when he got Amina pregnant. But I did hear though that you could have a vasectomy, but you could still get somebody pregnant. So I mean, whatever. Anyways, him and Rich Dollars post, you know, they doing some Stevie J and Benzino shit. They trying to open up their own restaurant. Whatever. Creep Squad United, I guess. Tara realizes her and Peter don't need to be together to raise their kids and all this shit. We'll see how long that lasts. Amina, she's singing. We see her singing in the club or whatever, and she says her little shit, whatever. And Yandy, she says her little stuff or whatever, and it looks like they were celebrating their little baby girl's birthday. And that was pretty much the episode, you guys. Another short review, because like I mean, you know, it was just pretty much the wedding and everything. But, you guys let me know how you feel about it. Make sure you, and if I left something out, y'all, you know, y'all leave it in the comments below. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys come back, and I will see you guys in the next video.